Hi, today I'm going to talk about the present simple tense, where to use it, how to make question sentences or negative sentences in this tense. We will take a look at some example sentences and at the end we'll have a quick quiz. Okay, so let's start with this young man sleeping. Alex is a bus driver, but now he is in bed asleep. He's not driving a bus right now at this moment of speaking. He is asleep. But he drives a bus. He is a bus driver. So you can see here, drive or drives, work, works, do, does, etc. is the present simple. You can see the chart here. I, we, you, they drive. This means they drive, you work, we do, but he drives, she works, he does, it does. We use the present simple to talk about things in general. We use it to say that something happens all the time or repeatedly, or that something is true in general. So what do they mean? Look, nurses look after patients in hospitals. So basically nurses do that always, right? It's not like nurses sometimes look after patients and later they go build houses or drive a taxi or do other jobs. Well, at least they're not supposed to. I usually go away at weekends. So this is my habit. This is what I do repeatedly, every week, for example. The earth goes around the sun. This just happens, right? The earth always goes around the sun. And the cafe opens at 7:30 in the morning. It repeats every day. This one, the cafe opens at 7:30 in the morning. So be careful, I work, but he works. This is a third person singular S ending, right? He, she, it works. They teach, but my sister teaches. We use do and does to make questions and negative sentences. You can see two tables here. This one here is for making questions. Do and does are the auxiliary verbs, then the subject, and then the verb in the base form. You can see here no S endings, right? Do we work? Does she drive? Do they do? Does it work? So no S endings for questions. Same for the negative structures here. We don't work. She doesn't drive. He doesn't do. Right? So we have the subject and then the auxiliary verb and the main verb in simple. Let's have some examples here. I come from Canada. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? Notice the auxiliary verb here. What does this word mean? Again, what does this word mean? Rice doesn't grow in cold climates. Rice doesn't, negative, doesn't grow in cold climates. We use the present simple to say how often we do something. I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. This happens every morning. I get up at 8 o'clock. How often do you go to the dentist? Question form. How often, notice the auxiliary, how often do you go to the dentist? Julie doesn't drink tea very often. Julie doesn't drink tea very often. So, before I say goodbye, please make sure you do this little quiz here. Please try to fill in the blank with the words in the parentheses. What time? Here. So you have to use the banks and close. Write your answers, write the complete sentence in the comments. And I'll see you in the next class.